Good morning, Ollie. We're going to Ollie's ophthalmologist, her pedia ophthalmologist, for her eye checkup today. Okay, so Ollie has a condition with her eyes. Ever since she was born, she has what do you call it? Corneal what? Limbal stem cell deficiency. So we're going to see her pedia ophtha to see if her grade has changed, because last time her grade was 301. What was the other one? 150 or 125. So mataas na yung grade niya ever since she was a baby. And she might need surgery in the future, but not now kasi cornea transplants at this age, little girl has a very high risk of rejection. So we're just wait and see muna daw, sabi ng doctor. And now we're just gonna go for her checkup. Hi. So I'm now going to talk about Ollie's eye condition and her current state. When she was a newborn, we noticed a nook in her eye, like in her left eye. There's a small triangle in her eyelid. We asked her pedia about it, and she referred us to a pedia ophthalmologist. So after a series of consultations and eye exams and checkups, and we found out that what she had was we found out that what she has is actually limbal stem cell deficiency. And what it means is that kulang yung stem cells around her eyes, so nagkakaroon ng blood vessels in her iris, and those blood vessels are causing opacity. So when you look closely into her eyes, it's a bit white or gray, or whitish gray. So that white part is covering like 50% of her pupil. Yung pupil niya is like ganun lang kaliit, like it's a dot, right? So since it's covering most of her pupil on her left side, we have to dilate it every few hours so it'll open up and she can see more. Like for example, this is her pupil, right? And the white part is covering like this, so she can only see through this part, the opening. So we have to dilate it to make it bigger, to make the opening bigger, so she can see better. Yeah, sorry for my nails. Yeah, so she can see better. So when she's dilated and she's outside, sometimes she can't take the light, so she has to squint like this or close her eyes. So sometimes you can see her closing her left eye when it's bright. And apart from that, she has astigmatism, and she has like a grade of 300 on her left eye and like 125 or 100 or 125 on her right eye. So she has grade and astigmatism plus the dilating. It's really complicated. What caused it, we don't really know. The doctors aren't so sure as well. But one thing's for sure, it's congenital. She was born with it. We don't know what happened inside. All her scans are normal when she was still inside me. When I was still pregnant, all her scans were normal. All her tests were normal. So yeah, hindi siya nakikita sa loob ng scan because it's really minute. It's in her eyes, so you can't really detect that in scans, in congenital scans. Treatment-wise, surgery, not for now. Corneal transplant at her age have a very high risk of rejection, and since it is limbal stem cell deficiency, there's a very big chance that it will just come back, and if it does, it will just get worse. So the doctor does not advise that we go through that path. So for now, we're just monitoring her condition. We just continue with the checkups, monitoring, and patching her eyes. That's one of the main reasons she has patch, is to avoid lazy eye, because we want to train her to use more of her left eye, because the right eye is her good eye, so we want her to use her left eye, her bad eye. That's why we have to patch her right eye to make her keep using her left eye, but not all the time. Maybe like a maximum of 2 hours per day, or in all these cases we just do 1.5 hours, consolidated hours. So like 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at noon, and 30 minutes in the afternoon. So we don't do it at the same time, all at once, like the whole 2 hours at once, because she gets irritated, and let's face it, she won't have time to enjoy her playtime. So we just do it hati-hati. For the coloboma naman, her triangle on her left lid, we also don't know what caused it. It's also congenital, but it's one of the reasons why we have to continuously lubricate her eyes, because syempre may opening, it's causing dryness. So we have to lubricate her eyes with eye drops and eye gel every couple of hours, so that it doesn't get dry. So one other thing that she has is she has dermoid cysts on both her eyes. The left one, again, slightly bigger than the right. Dermoid cyst meaning she has a small mass dito under her eyelid on her eye, and the only way to treat that is through surgical removal. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but the doctor said that if we want to do it, if we want to proceed with the treatment, we can do it anytime. We can just schedule it with her, and we can go through screening and blah blah blah. So if we do go ahead with that procedure, it will only help with the unevenness of the eye. So if natanggal, then she'll be able to open and close smoothly. You know, that's also one of the factors that's causing dryness in her eyes. Yeah, so if we do go through with that procedure, with the removal of the dermoid cyst, it will just help with the opening and closing of the eyes smoothly, and get rid of the unevenness, and help with the dryness, of course, kasi mas ma-open and close na niya smoothly. And yeah, but the doctor said that we can do it anytime if we want. I just didn't want to do it too early, because Ollie had to go through general anesthesia when she was 3 months and 6 months old for the eye exam, because babies can't stay still for an eye exam. You have to open their eyes for a long time, so she had to be put through general anesthesia twice, and I don't want her to go through that again anytime soon. So sabi ko sa doctor, maybe when she's a little bit older na lang muna. We'll just wait and see. We'll just monitor her condition and continue patching, continue with the eye drops and eye gel and whatnot. So yeah, we're very hopeful with the treatment. We're very positive naman, because she has a good eye. Her right eye can see very well, and we are very confident with her doctors. We are confident that they know what they're doing, and they want what's best for Ollie as well. Yeah, it's very hard. It was very hard at first, of course. She was a baby, and I have to keep on putting eye drops, and like opening her eyes, and she doesn't want to put eye drops. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.